Why did the teenager cross the road?
Why?
Because they were told not to.
While DEF has been used increasingly in alternative settings, it's rare that we get an opportunity to actually hear about some of the experiences that practitioners have. I think that you'll enjoy hearing what Hugh McElveen has to share.
Hi, everybody. My name is Hugh McElveen, and I am an academic and researcher in the social environment. I came across DEF in 2012, 2013, when they were running a course on Novo Ed, and was just taken by the really impactful content, easy to apply content, and just the whole ethos of the company. I used your program when I was working with kids in a thing we have called Youth Reach, and it's for children who've dropped out of formal education. And I did a decision skills program with them. And I've also worked a little bit with the Garda Diversion Project, which sounds something similar. This is for kids who are beginning to get into trouble. And before they go before the courts, when it's generally too late, try to just steer them a different way into long-term thinking as opposed to short-term thinking. And decision skills, of course, is a big part of that. I was working on another community project with much younger children in a community center. And towards the end of it, on the last day, a bunch of kids from Youth Reach came in who'd been on my program. And they were just saying how much they enjoyed it. They were saying that the decision skills course was a really welcome break from what they normally do. I don't know if you know it, but why did the teenager cross the road?
Why?
Do you know? Because they were told not to. And and that's why decision skills works, because you're not telling these kids to do anything. You're not telling them you've got to solve your problem this way. You're asking them at the outset, what problem do you want to solve? Well, here's a framework you can solve it with. So while we go through the material and we'll go through all the examples, your friend is smoking, do you want to smoke? And those are little things to test with. I'm also getting each person to work on their own bigger problem they want to resolve. How do I get a job? Or how do I get out of this rut? Or what are my options? So they're working on something that's real. And by the time it comes to the end, they feel they've made real progress. They feel a sense of achievement. We haven't told them what, as you guys so accurately say, you haven't told them what to think. You've just taught them how to think. And that's the difference between a decision skills program for those kids and everything else they do. Because they've dropped out of school and because they may have been getting in trouble with the cops and stuff like that, or the police, they are used to being told that they're bad at things, or they've dropped out of school, so they're used to sort of feeling they're a failure, and their self-esteem is quite low. So to have something that doesn't have judgment, you're not being judged, this is your problem to solve, that's very refreshing for them. The fact that they feel they're not being judged. And that really opens them up. And also because they're solving their problem, you're not imposing anything, you're meeting them where they are. If they want to solve a small problem, they don't have the confidence to do it, they'll solve a small problem, but then they'll come back when they see the process, they'll say, as in the Youth Reach run, oh, I want to solve something different. And now they've got confidence with you after 2 workshops, you're not going to judge them. And the problem they want to solve that's different, that's a bigger problem. That's something that's more important, but they're just testing you. They don't have much confidence, but the process gives them confidence in you as a facilitator because they're not being judged, but also they're not being dictated to. And I think that's why it really wins with at-risk kids.